Bold Nation, I'm Jake, the film guy. Today we're going to talk about why you need to and what you can do to cold pitch your prospects sitting right there in your backyard. Why you should do this? You never know when you're going to have 6 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 6 minutes, or 6 hours sitting next to someone. And you always want to be able to tell your why and your what in such a way that it's also framed around the problems they're facing. So let's not be so kung fu-y. Let's talk practical terms here. If you want to go and take your video production skills that you've acquired along the way of your micro-budget filmmaking, then here's one way you can get started. There are many places to go where you can find places to go and prospect. Online, in person, it doesn't matter. Start building a list as you drive by the businesses in your own backyard. If you don't want to do this, because let's face it, a lot of us creative types, we may be good at organization, we may not be good at fact finding and data entry. You can go to Upwork, and that's what I recommend to get started, to find a virtual assistant. This opens you up to possibilities all across the globe. Offer them a flat rate. You can say, I would like to find names, numbers, email addresses, website URLs, and so on and so forth to businesses in my backyard. So if you live in Las Vegas, you could say in Las Vegas, that don't fall under this umbrella. I highly recommend you don't do pawn shops. I highly recommend you stay away from the golf clubs. Because we are micro-budget filmmakers, it's a very thin chance that you actually have an in with the big chains like McDonald's or Pep Boys. So don't go for those, and tell your virtual assistant that you're going to hire to steer clear of those. I also recommend steering clear of adult entertainment and anything that actually has to do with media, whether it's photography or videography. Stick to simple businesses that are in need of getting their message out there. It could be as simple as a mom and pop auto shop to something that's a little more franchised, like a local eatery that meets in 5 or 6 different locations. Restaurants are fair game. Dentists, any kind of health professional, they're fair to reach out to. Compile a list. If you need suggestions, again, you can always go to the website for more. The next thing you want to do is send an email to each of these people or pick up the phone and cold call them. At the very beginning, you should always say, hey, John, it's Jake, the film guy, and I'm reaching out to you today because, drop a big claim if you can here. My videos have helped businesses grow 150% in less than 30 days, and I took a look at your Facebook and I could tell you guys don't have any videos yet. So let me ask you a quick question because I don't want to waste your time. How come you haven't done any videos yet to promote what you are offering? And obviously you want to be more specific than that. If you say what you are offering immediately, especially in the body of an email, they're going to think you are spamming them. If you are cold calling a business, you can bet that their gatekeeper is going to pick up the phone and intercept you. So you need to give them a compelling reason to pass your message along, if not get the actual decision maker on the phone. If the decision maker himself or herself picks up the phone, as my sales mentor Grant Cardone says, you might want to give pause to that. It could mean that they are a small fish and probably can't afford your video production services. What are they doing answering the phone if they are the decision maker? Now, there are exceptions to that, as Grant Cardone himself will note. Sometimes you pick up the phone. You might have the same situation. So don't discount cold calls. Use cold calls and cold emails. You could even do both at the same time. Email these people. I highly recommend you do a quick video message. You can pick up your phone, simple as, hey John, it's Jake the film guy. Love to do videos with you. And then send it over to them. I highly recommend video because in this day and age, it's very disarming. We do business with people we trust. So if you have a video message, that gives them not only a face, but a little bit of your personality. And that right there could even be a barrier to doing business with you. Well, that's okay. Why waste time with somebody you're going to have zero chemistry with, or vice versa? At the same time though, I highly recommend doing this. Go the extra mile. Don't just spam 50 businesses that your virtual assistant finds. Actually cultivate a personal email. When starting out your video production business, you're going to be small, you're going to be nimble, you're going to be lean. So you're going to grow your business one client at a time. Now, the hitch to that is you have to be very personable in your emails. You can't just blast everybody with spam. Same with your cold calls. Give that attention to detail. Okay? You do not want to send one video message to 1,000 prospects. You want to send 1,000 videos inside your messages to 1,000 prospects. Savvy? If you find that a prospect is interested and wants to do some videos with you, then you need to have some kind of follow-up process in place. The average bear will crap out after 1 or 2 attempts. Don't be the average bear. Be there for the long haul. If a prospect shows interest, Vary it up, be creative. If you're using Gmail, and if you're a filmmaker, you should be, then you could use just the star inside your email inbox to know which ones to follow up with. If you want to get more complicated because there's a lot more information to be juggled, then you could use something as simple as Streak. Now, Streak is a free CRM. This is a management system or tool for you to use so that you can keep all your ducks in a row when you are prospecting and following up with the unsold. This is a really nifty tool. It may be a freemium tool, I don't remember, but the free version has so much functionality. I've never had to go up to the next level and buy something more for an enterprise. I'm just not there yet, and you probably aren't either. Let's face it, we're micro-budget filmmakers. If you don't want to have a CRM inside your email, that's totally fine, but figure out some way to follow up and then do it. At this point, you want to get them on the phone. Now, if you've heard back from them by email, great, try to set up a phone appointment and explain to them there are many different variables and you want to be able to be the professional that you are and serve them and meet them with their needs. Get them on the phone, run them through some basic questions. How long is the video? How many locations? How many on-screen talents? Are you gonna have voiceover, visual effects? Where's the video gonna be played? Do you want an HD or a 4K video? There's so many different things that we have to go through, and that's why that first conversation is good, because it's fluid and allows that ebb and flow that you need to figure these things out. If you are stuck and have no idea what to charge and you're tired of working for less than minimum wage because you don't know what to charge for your services, I've created a tool. It is available at the site. Take a look at it. You can try it out for 14 days free. If you don't like it, I won't twist your arm. You can get your money back. But my vision is to see 100,000 of us micro-budget filmmakers learn how to pitch and land these 4- and 5-figure deals. Why? Because if we do that, then we're going to learn the soft and the hard skills that we need to go before the big guys and get those big stories, whether it's TV or full-length theatrical releases, out to the masses. Stories of hope, stories of unconditional love, forgiveness, grace. I'm very much for that, and if you are too, well then you're in the right place. Let's learn and push through those failures together. If you have some other way of figuring out a flat rate to offer them for your services, that's great. Just make sure you get it out there in that conversation, and whether they want it or not, tell them, I'm gonna send you a proposal. And even if it's as simple as something you wrote on a napkin, I highly don't recommend that, but if that's what it came down to, it's better than nothing. Send them a proposal with some facts and figures and an invitation to sign the contract. Why not? If you've gotten this far in the process, you want to do a video for them. They have some kind of video need. Send them the proposal so they have this in writing. Talking to them about what you're gonna do isn't enough. Always give them a proposal. If you need help with what kind of contract or proposal you could put together for your client, well, on top of this tool, creating invoices and giving them flat rates, I highly recommend you take a look at the post on building a contract for your prospect/client. If you don't want to read the post, if you'd rather watch or listen, you can stick around, because at the end of the video, this thumbnail that'll appear right here can take you to that video. So stay tuned. Once you've gotten the contract signed, set up your date, make sure the script is thoroughly vetted before you actually do production, and go shoot a killer video! When it's all said and done, send the original contract back to your client. Have them sign that it is completed. You should sign as well, that no further work is being done on the job, because even though you may be small and nimble and just starting out, you don't want to be taken advantage of. The client may ask for X, Y, and Z after the work is done just because they paid you. You need to be on the ball here, and when the work that you were signed up for is completed, you need to make it known that it's completed. That's on you. You bear that responsibility. As with all facets of filmmaking, you bear this responsibility. Speaking of responsibility, the new book comes out this September for you micro-budget filmmakers, so that you will level up and take responsibility in all facets of your micro-budget filmmaking. That's all I've got for you today, guys. If you need more, there's always the website. Every post is going to have a companion video, and vice versa. Because, let's face it, not everybody reads, not everybody listens. Some people just watch. If you can read lips, that's fantastic. Otherwise, go ahead, keep creating with the king, tell amazing stories of hope. We are here for you as a micro-budget filmmaking community just as much as I know you are here for me. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We'll do more next week.
Got it.
Action.